Now, what in the hell? What in the hell? What in the hell? Like, I get it. I understand. I get it. I get it. But damn, y'all. Damn it. Oh, what is up, everybody? My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Season 10, Episode 11. It wasn't a crazy, hectic episode, but a lot of establishing conversations happened. And sweetie, the ending took me a little bit off guard. I cannot lie to you. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So I don't know what kind of show Sammy thinks he's on, but he thinks he's at the freaking Build-A-Bear Workshop television series where he's going to take the face of one woman and the personality of another woman and make them into a superwoman.
It took like every single urge in my body, like not to lean in.
Really?
I was about to, innit?
Mad sexual tension, yeah, but I don't know if the personality is. I don't laugh with her.
Yeah. Neither of them are my normal type, but I'm getting on with both of them in different ways, and I'm just literally just trying to
He genuinely thinks he has both these women in his hands like putty. And I'm just like, sir, you are sorely mistaken. Because even though Jess is in the sunken place, Jess still has a pretty good read on what is going on with Sammy. And I think that because she's at a loss of options, she's leaning in to a connection that she knows might not be the best for her, right? And then with Leah, I'm like, Leah wants to be where she's wanted a little bit. A little bit of her likes to be in the competition, kind of like Molly. But at the end of the day, she wants to be chosen like most women do. And so with Sammy being torn between two people, I'm sure she wouldn't stick around for much longer with that. So I'm just like, Sammy, go suck a toe or something. Like, he's, shout out Luca. He's just so annoying. Like, I can't wait for him to go. Scott has a conversation with Catherine, who's quick to say, well, this might have aided to the way the episode ended, huh? Anyways, well, she's quick to say she's open.
So would you say you're closed off with it? Or?
No, I'm not closed off.
No, innit?
I'm definitely not closed off. I'm still obviously open. You must know who you want to speak to.
Yes, no, well.
Okay. How did you find Dublin?
I think it's class.
Dublin's fun.
I love the Irish music and the Irish vibe.
There's definitely more life. I can't believe I wrote all of this and I was shocked at the ending. There's definitely more life in her when she's talking to Scott. Damn it. Damn it, the ending makes sense. Shit. Anyways, there's a lot more life, a lot more vibrance from her, definitely. Some people in the Discord think that he's just picking the fan favorites. There's really no gauge unless a producer explicitly tells him. There's no gauge for him to know who the fan favorites are. You just go to who you feel like you'd have the strongest connection with. And honestly, the way that he talks to Catherine, not once, not twice, but 3 times, mind you, I do think that there is a connection there, honestly. One thing about Catherine, though, she and Munch share the characteristic of having your heart on your sleeve. And I'm like, girl, don't let them know all your feelings too quick. Keep some stuff to mystery. Ella and Whitney take Jess aside to let her know that she might have to be concerned about how Sammy's moving with Leah.
I just want you to have the whole
Yeah, but it
picture.
could be nothing.
It could be
them
nothing,
chatting,
but
just
also
chatting.
it could be something.
Like-
So just keep an eye on it. Do you know what I mean?
Obviously she does, she's got decent chat, she's a very pretty girl, but I did just keep thinking about you.
You've been,
Let off.
yeah.
As we know, Jess has been feeling a way about Sammy anyways, so this wasn't shock information to her. But I'm just like, Jess, it sucks because Jess has had a hard time and she's already said on the outside she doesn't have a tough time finding guys and being the girl who's always coupled up with somebody. So being in here is foreign territory to her. So of course, if she has a connection with somebody, I feel like she's the type to just see it through, even if she knows internally it's not 100%. So they had a conversation, her and Sammy, and she folded so quick. And I'm like, damn, I hate this for Jess, but I understand why she's in the position she's in. Out of nowhere, as we know, this whole day, because part of yesterday is a part of today, Munch has been expressing interest in sorry. I have to laugh too because this is just a joke. Munch has been expressing interest in Jess.
I am available and I kind of want to get to know you a bit more.
Oh, Mitch.
That was a friendship thing.
You're 2 weeks late, hon. That boat has sailed.
Just tonight, you just realised, you're like, oh.
Today?
I am so glad she clocked it. I am so glad. She's like, oh, buddy. Like, because who go away. Like, go away. You don't like me. You had every opportunity to get to know me. I've been here on the wayside, just waiting around, and now when you have no options, do you see me as an option? Boy, bye. I cackled when the men were laughing in his face because this is a joke. This is a joke. The funny thing is, I actually do believe that he thinks he likes her, but he don't like her. Leah is working on her connection with Sammy, and like I said, not Sammy, child, Scott. And Scott is, like I said, he's a good date, you know, he's a good conversationalist and all that stuff. However, when he was sitting with Leah, I said, oh my gosh, this is so boring.
Yeah, I actually don't have a type. I reckon
Yeah,
I
but
just
like,
find
even if it's not looks-wise, is it like anything
something gives me a
personality-wise
bit
that you
back. Like, I just
Okay.
need something back. I can't walk all over someone.
How do you feel like you're actually ready for something?
Yeah, so I've just moved around for so long. Like, I've probably been ready for something for a while, but yeah, I've just moved from city to city. First impressions of Leah, really attractive. Seems like she's got her head screwed on. She's a little bit older. I like the maturity in it.
Leah must be the issue, honestly. When I saw her talk to Tyrique, I was bored. Whenever she's talking to Sammy, I'm bored. Now she's talking to Scott, who we have already seen has an out there personality. He's exuberant, he's jovial. I'm bored. Leah's the problem. So Scott is attracted to her, but I think that's just physical. When it comes to personality and banter, they ain't got it. In the morning debrief, just a few things that I noted. Judas is open to Scott talking to Molly. However, Ty is not. Ty said, no. I've done work. I don't work too hard to get this girl back. I'm not letting her go. So he takes it up a notch and he decides to make her breakfast.
Hey, Maddie, what do you need?
We need eggs.
Is there any bread though?
She said she wants toast, egg, salmon.
Ty, there you go.
Thank you, bro. I might write I love you with ketchup.
I say I whipped up something nice, but Mehdi did most of it, innit?
You look nice today. What do you want me to say? You're an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
You're an absolute weapon, babe. Nice.
So I'm scared. I'm scared that now that he's laying it on thick, damn, I swear all the business wants to happen when I'm filming a video. Can you go? That's a regular ass car too. It ain't even a truck or nothing. Anyways, because he's laying it on thick, of course, Ella is going to feel like, oh my gosh, finally he's acting right. Oh my gosh, I'm his number one. Like, yay, we're going in the right direction. I have a very, very strong conviction that this will not last long. One, the energy, and two, the you're my only option narrative that he's on right now. And my fear is that if his head turns, his head will roll because Ella will slice it off. Like all the heads, this one and that one. Like she's, and I'm not saying that Tyrique is going to do these things, but I fear he might. And if he does, it's not going to end well. So now Scott is having his second conversation with Catherine. And I'm just like, ooh, honey, I like it. And no, it's not because it's swirl. It's because Catherine is getting some play.
I wouldn't stop him from obviously speaking to them, and he wouldn't stop me from speaking to whoever as well. I was interested.
Interested? Oh,
I was interested.
not get anything more than that, yeah.
I was intrigued.
Like I said, Catherine and Munch suffer from the same, like, heart on their sleeve syndrome. It's cute, but in Love Island, it is dangerous. You know what I mean? Speaking of Munch, he's now having a conversation with, I think it was with Jess. Yeah. And he's trying to let her know, like, no, like, I actually do like you.
We joined Mitch and Jess just after he told her his PIN number, bank account, mother's maiden name and his last 3 home addresses.
Do you know what it was, yeah, Mitch? I just kind of felt like a bit of a last resort. So you got to know Molly, 2 new bombshells are coming, you've got to know them, and now you're in a situation where it's like, okay, let me try now to speak to Jess. Do you know what?
We've spoken about villa eyes before, whereas when you're, when you're in the villa, you have a different taste than what you would on the outside, simply because you spend a lot of time with people. Banter and proximity has you looking different. So what I feel with this connection is the fact that they truly are friends. And after a while of being around this person, you start to think, well, do I like you? It has happened to it has happened to me, child. And I look back at that person and I said, no, girl, what the hell? You know what I mean? It ugly. You know what I mean? Ugly, girl. You don't like that man. I mean it ugly. And so, and this happened in university, and I was living on dorm. Like, you're around these people all the time. You talk to these people all the time. You start to think things that in a different environment wouldn't even be true, wouldn't even be an option. So I think that he thinks he likes her, but it's really just the fact that they're around each other all the time. Scott is now having a conversation with Whitney. And the issue with these two is that they're both conversationalists. So I don't think that they actually have a connection. But the banter would make you think, well, hold on, maybe.
Do you like a French guy?
Apparently so. Like, so what's your personality like?
Personality like?
You could be a model.
No, I'll take it.
The bag's endless.
It's the eyes for me. He's got really strong eyes, strong eye contact, and he's got a chat on him as well. Like,
in my opinion, I don't think that there's anything there. But like I said, they're both good at keeping a conversation going. So it's likely that. But I don't know, man. Whitney, did y'all see Whitney in that bed? Whitney was cuddling with Maddie. And I said, now hold on. Hey, hold on now. Okay. We don't know what Whitney's type is. She's never told us. All she has said is it can be any color in the rainbow. It can be any color of the rainbow as long as he's a vibe. And so, yeah, as long as you're a vibe, Whitney's into it. But I don't think she's into this. The more Scott talks to the women, the more I'm convinced Leah is the problem. I'm sorry, Leah. You're catching a lot of strays. But baby girl. Whew. So he's talking to Molly. And I'm like, yeah, I see his energy is back.
I don't like the drama. I really don't like it. So in that aspect, absolutely not. So
actress.
Yeah.
Drama.
So singer, dancer, actress.
So do you bring in drama? So is Zach really the only one who you're sort of feeling in here now? Is there anyone else you're thinking?
No.
Not really having that, no.
No.
He was trying to see what all the fuss was about. You can just look at the girl and see what all the fuss is about. Even though she's not my personal favorite, I could look at her and say that she's a stunning girl. She is beautiful. She's very, very beautiful. Okay, so that's what the hype is about. And she also is a good conversationalist, so I can understand why they had a little vibe going on. I think his strongest interests would be Catherine, Molly, and potentially Ella, but I don't know if he's going to go there because she's locked off against her will, partially. And Leah is there too, but I think with Leah, it's like physical. I don't know if their personalities match. But yeah. Oh, Leah. Let me move because she's just catching strays unnecessarily. Sammy is starting to feel some territorialness over Jess, and he thinks that Munch is sly. And I'm like, oh, not sly calling the other one sly.
Oh, it is. I'll be real, yeah. Just...
You're pissed off?
Obviously, I haven't got a problem with you chatting to her, but yeah, I just...
Nah, dude, I understand.
I thought it was just a little bit sly, just sort of going... After his performance with Zach and now this, I'll be real, I can't say that I trust him.
Newsflash, we don't trust you either. So, there's that. Sweetie, Scott is sowing his seeds far and wide, baby. And his next conquest is Ella.
For me to, like, turn my head to where I'm at with Ty, and I know we get on, I need to know that bombshell wants me. I'm not going out my way to get to know him, but if he pulls me to talk, I'll be open.
Knock yourself out, yeah? You have 48 hours to make a decision, the same way I did.
Wow, so just because he pulled me for a conversation, I didn't tell him that I'm 100% shut off after your fucking antics that ended yesterday. Now you want to be weird with me.
I'm actually surprised that Ella was open. And so she takes the conversation to Tyrique, who's giving her 48 hours to make a decision. And I'm like, oh. It doesn't feel good, does it? It doesn't feel good, does it? Okay. But yeah, he's feeling the pressure, and he should. He should. He has been in the driver's seat for the longest time. It reminds me of Tasha and Andrew, where, anybody who came in, Tasha was like, oh, I'm interested. Oh, I'm interested. And Andrew just had to sit there until he had a viable option. Then Tasha was like, oh, okay, wait a minute now. This actually does hurt a little bit. So yeah, I do like that Ella is open, and it's unfortunate that if Ty says, nah, it's either me or nobody, she's likely gonna stick with Ty. Yeah, but that would be an interesting coupling. Scott and Ella. I don't know if I see it, but just for curiosity's sake, I'd like to see where it goes. Scott takes a third chance at talking to Catherine, but before the conversation can go anywhere, they get a text to meet at the bonfire. We know that there's been a public vote and there's a bottom three set of girls and guys. So the bottom three guys were Judas, Sammy, and Andre. Bottom three girls were Charlotte, Leah, and Catherine. So at first, I was like, damn, Catherine, for real? But if we're being honest, based on the show's depiction of Catherine, we ain't seen her much. And we've seen Andre even less. So I understand that. Auntie Shar, you never stood a chance. Leah, girl, you're boring. Of the guys, Judas, I understand. People are actually very put off. Even his sister. And then with Sammy, yeah, Sammy just gives sleazy slide, not really feeling it. In the deliberation, it's clear who the guys were going to vote for. We knew Auntie Shar didn't stand a chance. But it's the conversation between the girls that actually had me surprised, because they were saying, if we're basing it off of romance, we don't know that it's that strong. But actually, Molly said, if we're basing it off of romance, we don't think it's as strong between Catherine and Andre as it is between her and Judas and Jess and Sammy. And unfortunately, I'd have to agree. I would have to agree. And as much as I believe the real person who should have gone, because we see the full picture, is Sammy, as the person who's in the villa, I can understand why there would be an underrating of Andre and Catherine's connection. Thankfully, Whitney was like, first of all, don't do that. They have a strong connection. Don't undermine it. But I just don't know if Andre would be Catherine's long-term person. I do think that she likes him. I know he likes her a lot. But long-term, I don't know. I genuinely don't think Catherine's person is in here yet. Even with Scott. I don't think Scott is a long-term person either. I just like that she's getting some attention. So yeah, the ultimate vote was Auntie Shar is out of here. And so is Andre. I mean, she did say she was open. And we know Molly's not open. She's locked in on Judas. And Jess is not open. She's locked in. It makes sense. It's painful, but it makes sense. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And okay, we might actually do After Sun, because I would love to hear what Andre has to say. We might do After Sun. I'll keep you guys posted.